Boston Bros is number one thing not, you're dead wrong. You can catch me doing misbehaving with my Pradas on. It's real boxing talk every time we meet with Ned, the TBE, and Conspiracy G. We bring it to you raw, unbiased, you know the deal. You can even get a poor dealer here from Dollar Bill with my guys by my side. You know we going live. All we need you to do is please like and subscribe. Boxing Bros. Peace.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Ryan Garcia's response to Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo basically said he's leading the pack and these guys are famous on the internet, and Ryan Garcia responded.
One thing Teofimo said. He goes, they're hot for social media. I'm hot in real life. Like, what are you talking about, man? Like, I got respect for you. You're a great fighter. You won that fight with Lomachenko, which we could dive into that in more detail, which I really believe in. Mm-hmm. But the fact is, you would say that is nuts to me. You know how long I've been getting that, Ryan? You're only big on social media. But everywhere I go, I get stopped. I just beat Luke Campbell, so you can't really say anything about my boxing ability. Like, don't make a lie. It's one thing to say something, but don't lie. It don't sit right with me. Like, don't lie that we're not hot. Like, you're kind of hot. I mean, you're scratching the surface. To be honest, Teofimo's far behind in getting to the level we're at. You know what I mean? When I think of Teofimo, I think of acrobats, you know, doing the acrobats, jumping, you know, Mile Pass, Mama, I forgot his name. I think of that. So to me, you still haven't got to that level, which still respect. You beat Lomachenko. That's where I respect. That's where I see it. It's like, respect, you beat him. Great job. Respect. Did you destroy him? Am I on the side? No, you didn't. You know, you didn't beat him like I would want to beat him. And I would want to knock him out. You know, that's how I feel good about a victory. Knocking you out. Or just outclassing you nasty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I honestly don't believe he did. I think he did good, and I think that he fought a pretty good fight, but nothing that makes me think like, it's okay.
Well, how did you see that? Like.
So basically, that was his response. Is basically saying that, like, you know, Teofimo has a way to go to catch up to them in terms of popularity, and like he had a nice little win over Vasily, but like he didn't destroy him, and it wasn't impressive. Like basically is what Ryan Garcia had to say. So, Bill, what's your reaction to Ryan Garcia's response to Teofimo?
I would have stopped him when he lied. Listen, to me, out of that 135, Teofimo Lopez, everybody know I like the kid. I like his personality outside the ring, and inside the ring, he has delivered. Every time you put him in the ring, he has won, right? And he has the best win, to me, out of that 135 division. That's from him beating Lomachenko. No, he didn't outclass Lomachenko, but he got the dub. And to me, I was impressed by the way he got it. He didn't outclass Lomachenko or knock him out, but I was impressed in his victory. And I think he should be getting love for it. You know what I'm saying? Like all the love they show Lomachenko, he should be getting love for beating the great Lomachenko. Now he brings up Luke Campbell, but Luke Campbell is no Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? But he is absolutely right though, as far as fanfare goes. Like I was been saying this about Ryan. Everybody knows who Ryan is. Kids, everybody knows who. Like, look, my daughter's friends, they talking about Ryan. Everybody, they like, oh, you know Ryan Garcia, just because I talk boxing, they think I know all about it. Like, you know Ryan Garcia? I said, I know of him. You know what I'm saying?
Get him on so you can be the cool dad. We'll get him on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he is not lying. Everybody know who this kid is. You know what I'm saying? The internet, whatever he's doing on the internet, he's doing a great job. But to me, who has the most impressive win in that division is Lopez, and I'm glad that Ryan was showing some respect, and but you know, of course, he got to poke his chest out too because he's in that division. He ain't gonna let a man just sit there and talk mess. You know what I mean? So shout out to Ryan. I'm not mad at him at all. And he was speaking some facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he is the known. Like, you go look on his Instagram. Go look. You know what I'm saying? I just think Teofimo Lopez is. I like these guys. You know what I'm saying? I like them both. I like them both inside the ring and outside the ring. Like I just seen something dope that when Teofimo Lopez went in the dressing room before the Richie Comey fight, and that embrace. That was amazing. This is what this sport is about. People see the kid. This is what I want people to see when I say I like this kid. That's the reason why I like this kid. You got to go look up how he was encouraging Richie Coleman and showing him some love. But shout out to Ryan Garcia, too, because he's coming into his own. You see, Ryan got a reason to poke his chest out. You see all the love Ryan gave. He got a reason to poke his chest out. But I understand what Ryan was saying as well. I definitely understand what he was saying. He does have the most fame, but the most impressive victory in that division goes to my man Teofimo Lopez, in my opinion.
G.
Yeah, I agree with Ryan on this one. You know, I like the fact that he came humble. He acknowledged, hey, you know what, T.O., you do got that dub over Lomachenko, but he had to keep it real. It's like, bro, you won. It was a close fight, you know, so that has to be acknowledged. But I think, because I seen the Teofimo interview, right? I believe it was on Fight Hype, when he was calling these guys like YouTubers or social media champs and stuff like that. And it's like, yo, bro, to me, when you look at all four guys, I think, to be honest, the least famous is actually Teofimo. And he has like all the belts pretty much, you know what I mean? But he, like, when you think of like people, like any casual, and you bring up Ryan Garcia, they're like, yeah, I know that the little pretty kid that rolls with Oscar. You know what I mean? Like Tank, obviously Tank's a pay-per-view star, so they know Tank. You know what I mean? Like even Devin Haney, because people compare Devin Haney to Floyd Mayweather, you know? So it's like, and it shouldn't be like this in boxing, but it's just reality. It's like, yo, you have to build your brand up in the ring and outside the ring. T.O. did it inside the ring, but he's not doing it outside the ring. And so he can make fun of these guys for being more popular, but it just comes off as you being a hater, you know? And so I just hope, man, T.O. just learns from these dudes and just be more visible. Like, I like what he was doing during the Comey fight. He showed up after Comey knocked dude out, showed him love. You know what I mean? Like, just be more present, be more visible. Just be out there in the public, you know, interact with the fans. Go live on YouTube, go live on IG. Like, do what you got to do, you know, to build your fan base. And then I think he'll realize, like, hey, this is a necessary, even if he thinks like this is beneath me, it's a necessary evil to get to the major bags. Because I keep saying this. Lomachenko, again, was great. Yo, he wasn't a pay-per-view star. You know what I'm saying? Like, Loma is known in the boxing world, but he's not known to the casuals. And you need the casuals to make those big paydays. And so, you know, these other guys are figuring it out. You know, Devin Haney's, the Tanks, the Ryan Garcias. I think T.O. needs to kind of acknowledge the social media aspect and the marketing aspect of boxing more, so then he can get those huge paydays.
All right. The back enthusiast, TBE.
All right. So I agree with what Ryan was saying, but I applaud him for bigging up T.O. on his win. Yeah, so I like to compare this moment where to AJ Ruiz win. When Ruiz won, and then he got hyped up off of the belts and being a champion. But the thing here, I feel like Teofimo is not understand. He has to gain that recognition now. He's a champion now. You got to become a star. This was your first actual victory, and you were the last horse in the stable. And I think the thing you need to do is prove everybody wrong. Prove those who didn't believe in you, those who didn't doubt you, show you why why you're the star, why you're the best in this division. But you can't go around here knocking other fighters for what they've done in the division. And a lot of them, they're light years ahead of you. IG, Ryan has 8 million followers. That's crazy. And everybody else is in a million. The only person who's a step above you is Devin Haney, but he's on his way up there too. So I'm just saying, like, you gotta you're in a great position, but you can't let the limelight not being in the limelight take you out of or make you feel better about other people's success. You just gotta go out there and gain that success as well. But yo, you're champion now. Hold on to it. Next fight, prove why you're there. You're out here wanting these tough fights, make these tough fights happen. Just make your best moves right now. So that's all.
Can I just say one thing real quick? That comparison to Andy Ruiz was horrible. I just have to
No,
say.
why? It was like they won a championship.
Bro,
They won
Andy Ruiz, once he beat AJ, he became a superstar, bro. Like,
but he's not now because once he lost, he dwindled out.
How you know he's not now? He hasn't fought since.
But all right, true. But his name is not being thrown around no more as much.
He'll move units because Mexico.
He'll move units. Yeah, he's a big name. I'm saying Teofimo. It's just like he's in that position where if you lose the belts, now you dwindled out like a match. But if you prove yourself, now you got everything more.
Yeah,
you got more. You added on.
With the TO maybe, but with Andy Ruiz, he's still hot. Andy Ruiz is the first Mexican heavyweight champion ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure Mexico is going to be watching his next fight.
True.
But I get what you're saying. He let the belts go to his head, and he was worried more about being champion than reigning and being successful in the ring. Although I don't necessarily know that that's true either. But I get what you're saying. We're getting to a point where in boxing, and in the current climate of fans are creating this atmosphere where you can do stuff like what Teofimo Lopez is doing, and you can say stuff like what Teofimo Lopez is saying, because he made the statement that Ryan Garcia is famous on the internet. He's real life hot, and quoting J. Cole, which from the Born Sinner album. That's my joint. I love that album. So yeah, famous on the internet. I'm real life hot. So Garcia's response was famous on the internet, social media. Like everywhere I go, people stop me. So like that's real life. When someone stops you in real life and like you're Ryan Garcia, that's real life hot. So like I'm real life hot and I'm hot on social media. And when he says that Teofimo Lopez is behind them, he's talking about him and Tank. Because Tank has been fighting on pay-per-view already, and Ryan Garcia has the following and he has the fanfare. So Teofimo Lopez does have the belts. But when you look at Teofimo Lopez, what he said he's focused on is trying to become undisputed at 140. Why? Because he knows if he becomes undisputed at 140, people are going to run around saying he's better than Devin. They're going to run around saying he's better than Ryan. They're going to run around saying he's better than Tank. Why? Because he beat guys who aren't them and he got jewelry. See, it's all about the perception now. How does he know this? Because you guys do it with these other people. These other people who had jewelry, who had this, you automatically give them the victory over guys they never fought before. Just because you like them better. So in his seat where he sits, Teofimo Lopez like, I'm in the driver's seat. I could give Ryan a fight. I could give Devin a fight. I can give Tank a fight. Or I can go get more jury, right? And try to add to my accomplishments so I can try to demand more money from these guys. Because I'm going to be seen as the better fighter, although I never fought them. Who could argue with that? Right? I'm not arguing with him. If he goes to 140 and he becomes undisputed at 140 and he's undisputed at 135 at the same damn time, right? That's automatically going to make him the number one pound for pound, and no one can dispute that because of the arguments you all made for why someone should be pound for pound are all going to apply to him. So should unanimously make Teofimo Lopez the number one pound for pound. Then he's going to be trying to sell the number one pound for pound as why he should get 50-50 with Ryan, as why he should get 50-50 with Tank. And they're going to be like, great, you're number one pound for pound, but you move no units. And it's going to be the same argument, the same circle that we're in right now. And that's why I've been telling all you fans to be objective and be reasonable. because all we're doing is creating a cycle where we're not going to get the fights we want. If Ryan Garcia offered Teofimo Lopez 60-40 right now, I think he should take it. Although he has all the belts, he's never sold out. He's never done what Ryan has done. Ryan is obviously more popular. Ryan is going to sell the fight. Take the 40. You have all the belts. What good are the belts when they're worth nothing? You can't eat the belts. Your kids can't eat the belts. You don't even own the belts. You don't own the belts. You lease the belts. You fulfill requirements to have the belts. And once you don't fulfill those requirements, they take those belts. You don't own those belts. So why not take the money? This is what's getting on my nerves with people. Everyone keeps talking about these belts and all this. How hard is it to be undisputed at 140? If Josh Taylor and Ramirez fight one another, one of them going to become undisputed at 140. Then let's say Teofimo comes and then he wins, he becomes undisputed at 140. You're going to have 3 guys who are undisputed at 140. How hard would that accomplishment have been? The fact that it's going to be 2 people who've done it in recent years. Then if another guy comes, you guys, man, stop it. It's not that hard to do if other people keep popping it out. Meanwhile, we haven't had an undisputed at 147 since Zab Judah. Come on, man. I'm sick of these games. Teofimo Lopez, he's right to try to get more money, but there's a way that you go about doing it. You don't say you're not going to fight these guys and you're just going to move up. And even if he moves up and he's saying he's going to meet them at 140, well, then fine. But I hope these fights happen, because the one thing you can't do is you can't say that he's better because he beat Vasily Lomachenko. He's the only one who had the chance to fight Vasily Lomachenko. The way boxing is going right now, it's fandom over logic. It's fandom over principles, and I don't like it. What Ryan Garcia said is all cool. It's all fine. But the only way we're going to know who's better is if y'all get in the damn ring and fight. That goes for everyone. And you have to accept what's reasonable. Having the belts is not enough. Being undisputed at one particular point in time at a division that you're no longer in is not enough. How much units do you sell? What jury do you have in this division? Like, how many people can you bring to this fight? That's how much you deserve to get paid. Period. I'm sick of this. And one last point. The whole argument that you have to be able to generate life-changing money to be the A side is stupid. There's 2 people in a fight. There's 2 people in a fight. The person who brings in the most fans is A side, period. That's the way it's always been. Even before there was life-changing money. So that whole argument, oh, you're not Anthony Joshua, that's just some dumb logic. I don't care if we deliver milk and G delivers 60% of the product and I deliver 40% of the product and we get together and I'm like, yo, we should do 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Because without me giving my 40%, all the milk wouldn't be delivered. G's gonna be like, you out your mind. Like, you out your mind. Like, y'all are out your mind. I can't break down logic. It's harder to simplify things. You're going to like who you like out of fandom, who you dislike because they're on PBC, because you don't like the LDBC, because you don't like this. In the end, I'm not about any of that. I'm about boxing. I want what's best for boxing. And this ain't it. Y'all are creating an atmosphere where we're never going to see the fights we want.
Please like and subscribe. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.